Before I start, I better turn this on. So you see that I turned it on and you know it's me. So we're going to have a talk-see while I do some playsies, if that makes any sense. Anyway. Have y'all decided what y'all are going to donate some of the most expensive stuff that you've been bought, yes, from other people, or things you saved with your own money or hard-working money? Have you decided what you're going to go donate? Because we're going to stick on this little donation topic for a little bit. So, if I sold my piano, I could probably sell it for about $500. That $500 could go to a few families in need, but at the same time, I'm still using it. This right here is practically my voice, besides my French horns that I have. And people are like, well, why do you need two? Well, why do you need two cars when it's just you? Why do you need 1,000 Lego sets? You could donate that money just as well as I could. But you choose not to, though. I choose not to donate the things that mean things to me. The dolls that I have, yes, I paid arm and a leg for them. But they benefit more other people than they actually benefit me. I actually don't do much with them. I may do videos here and there, but all in all, they're in the doll room with the door shut most of the time. Unless I'm doing doll therapy for Alzheimer's and dementia patients, because that's another thing that I do. I have about 300 hours of volunteer work with therapy dolls with those clients. Men and women alike enjoy the dolls. I had one experience, though. We'll talk about it while I'm playing very softly, maybe. I had one experience that no one could console this client. They would yell. They would cry. They would hit you. They would pinch you. They would spit at you. Throw tantrums. Throw anything they could get their mind on or think of in their time of rage. Because when you get older and you deal with Alzheimer's and dementia, you don't understand it because you lose yourself before you know it. It is frustrating. It's frustrating when you're an adult and you forget where you put your keys. Imagine you forgetting your whole self and it happens in a blink of an eye. What now? You end up in a nursing home and yet people take care of you. You're confused and you don't know what in the world is going on. But sometimes certain objects bring back memories, whether it's ironing, gardening, taking care of your children. And the nursing facilities have enough money to provide for these people. They have little gardens for them to start gardening again. They have irons and ironing boards that you don't plug in. They give them washcloths and they're thinking they're doing the world of good once again. The ones that took care of kids are empty-handed. They're sad. But once you give them a doll, their life changes. And I've seen that in person. And once you see that in person, you'll understand why some of these dolls can be very therapeutic. You may go down Uncanny Valley. You may go down the creep factor. And you'll be like, aw, that's so cute. But it is adorable when you see the elderly hold the doll and they think it's real. I've never had one that came back to really in a reality sense holding one. I never had a negative experience with that. But that client, let's go back to that client that I was telling you about. They were at loss of ends. We were trying to do soft music as I was just playing right now, telling you the story. That didn't help. Actually, that made things worse. So what did I do? I'm like, you know what? There's something that I haven't tried and I can't believe I haven't tried it yet. So I got permission to bring a doll. When I did bring the doll, I showed the doll to this client. Instead of her throwing things, instead of hitting, spitting, crying out, screaming, she took the doll, she sat down, and a smile appeared. She sat in one of those chairs that kind of rocked. They're not really a rocking chair, but they kind of, they kind of bounce. And she was there taking care of her baby. Smiling. The pain has gone. Memories came back. And she's not lost. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's supposed to do with the baby. And she wanted to keep that baby happy, so she rocked the baby. If that doesn't really set anything into you, it doesn't affect you in one way or the other, then you're heartless. Because it just warmed my heart. It actually humbled me in a lot of ways. We all may not understand why certain people act out, have tantrums, throw, spit, hit, what have you, when they're confused. You have to have a special kind of patience to work with these people. And those are my favorite people. It takes a special someone to actually want to sit there and actually deal with people who you cannot understand because they don't even understand themselves anymore. That's sad. The sad reality is a lot of these people who are the most severe cases are ones without families. They're awarded to the state. You have a lot of families in nursing homes that their family doesn't care. They don't take the time or save up enough money to go and see their family members if they're out of state. That camping trip is so much more important than to go see grandma in a nursing home. I've seen the ins and outs of a nursing home because I've been in a nursing home as a patient myself due to my health. I've seen the ins and outs from working in one and being a patient. It's not a pretty sight in a lot of cases. So, think about what you say when you say to someone, you need to go donate your most beloved items. Because you never know, those most beloved items may help someone else. My music and my dolls help other people. And that's what I'm here for. So y'all have a great day, and we'll be back. We'll talk about it more another time. Y'all have a great day.